Hello, good morning to everyone. Welcome to the another session on probability and random process. In the last class, we have completed all the concepts of first unit, and today we will start about the second unit called testing hypothesis. Testing hypothesis. The testing hypothesis means that contains two or three parts here to discuss whether to which type of hypothesis we have to accept. That type of thing will be discussed in the testing hypothesis idea. Testing hypothesis is also called theory of sampling or sampling theory. Theory of sampling or sampling theory. First of all, what does this chapter deals with? What does this chapter deals with here? What type of thing we are going to identify under this chapter? Under this chapter, yes. Here, suppose you see that here, the day-to-day life. One situation we can get that here. A salesman in a departmental store claims that at most 60% of the shoppers are entering the store leave without making purchase. A statement from the salesman in the departmental store. He says that here, at average or some conditions, at most 60% of the shoppers are entering the store leave without making purchase here. That type of thing he is saying that here. For what manner we can say that whether his statement is true or not here? How can we judge his claim whether this statement is true or not here? What manner we can say that here? Anyone have idea? You don't have idea what manner we can whether his statement is correct or not. How to check that here? Yes, we can determine that whether the statement is correct or not by collecting samples. By collecting samples here. We can move on to one day and then we can search for 50 shoppers here. We can check for 50 shoppers or 100 shoppers here, and then we can collect the samples here. How many of them leaving without making purchase here? We can collect that here. We can get some average value or so on here. In that manner, we can proceed here. Therefore, we can determine it by collecting samples and related results here. In that manner, we can proceed here. Therefore, this chapter deals that type of idea here. This chapter deals that type of idea. This chapter deals with the study of inference of collection. From that collection, we can get some idea here. Study of inference of collection using the information about its random memory. Using the information about this random memory. Okay, this is the idea. This is the information from the salesman here. Salesman here. How can you identify? How can you identify? How can you get that whether it is correct or not? We can by considering the random member. This random member only we can deal whether that from the sample idea, we can say that from the collection of some sample idea, we can say that whether the salesman's claim is correct or not here. Suppose after collecting 100 samples here, if we get that nearly 59% of people are not leaving the shop without taking any purchase here, then we can conclude that as we can say that here as it coincides with the salesman claim. In that manner, we can proceed here. Right. Therefore, when we move on to the theory of sampling or test and hypothesis idea, this chapter here, we require some terminologies. We require some terminologies here, some important terminologies, and we will see one by one here. The first one is that population, the whole collection is the population here. Therefore, the population means the collection of individuals, and then the text here. Another terminology is that sample. The sample means from the whole condition here, we are going to collect a finite subset here, a finite collection we are going to consider here. That will be the sample. A sample represents a finite subset of the population. Then statistic, you have the another terminology, statistic. Statistic means here the values computed from the sample observations. The values computed from the statistical values. Statistical value computed from the sample observation values here. That type of thing always called statistic. A terminology statistic here. And then here, what are the statistical values? You can consider mean, variance, standard deviation, and that type of thing we can consider here. Statistic represent statistical values computed from the sample observation values here. Then we have one more important thing here. Therefore, in order to identify whether the salesman's claim is correct or not, that type of thing, that will be the hypothesis. That will be the hypothesis. Hypothesis given by the a salesman that only 60%, at most 60% are not taking purchase from that departmental store here in a day. That type of thing. That will be the hypothesis here. For testing of known information of the population with the random sample drawn from the population, whether it can be accepted or rejected. It can be accepted or rejected. That type of test is called testing a hypothesis. Testing of known information of the population with the random sample drawn from the population, whether it can be accepted or rejected. Whether we can accept a salesman claim or reject a salesman claim, that type of idea is always known as testing a hypothesis. Testing a hypothesis. When considering testing a hypothesis, we have two types of hypotheses. We have two types of hypothesis. One is null hypothesis, always denoted by H0 here. Another one is that alternative hypothesis, H1. Null hypothesis H0. Another one is alternative hypothesis H1. What is the meaning of null hypothesis here? Null hypothesis always assumes that there is no significance between sample, not ample, this is sample statistic and population parameter. Null hypothesis always assumes that there is no significance between sample statistic and population parameter. What is the sample statistic? What is population parameter? As you see, you can consider from the previous example, salesman claim here. He says that this is population parameter, means that is a salesman claim here. At average level, at most 60% of the shoppers without making purchase, leaving the store without making purchase. That is population condition. And sample statistic means you are going to collect samples of 50 shoppers on a day or 100 shoppers on a day. From that, you are going to identify what will be the average value persons they are not taking purchase from that store, that type of thing here. That is some average value. It may be depends upon the problem situation. One time we have to take average, or one time we have to take variance, that type of thing. That is depends on. Therefore, that is the sample statistic. That is the sample statistic here. Therefore, we are going to identify at average level how many shoppers are not leaving the shop without making purchase here. That type of thing we can get that here. We are going to get that. Therefore, here null hypothesis says that there is no significance between sample statistic. Therefore, there is no, always assume that there is no significance between sample statistic and population parameter here. Therefore, it always coincides with null hypothesis says that yes, salesman's claim is correct only. In that manner, null hypothesis says that there is no significance. There is no significance between your sample idea and also population parameter. But alternative hypothesis is complementary to the null hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis is always complementary to null hypothesis. That will be denoted by H1. Always denoted by H1. It assumes that always there is some significance between sample statistic and population parameter. It assumes that always there is some significance between sample statistic and population parameter. Now, alternative hypothesis says that, oh, it is not like that. There is some deviation is there. There is some difference is there between salesman claim and our results. In that manner, always is that. Therefore, to test the known information, that is testing hypothesis, we require two type of hypothesis here. One is null hypothesis H0, and another one is alternative. Only two hypotheses: null hypothesis H0, alternative hypothesis H1. Null hypothesis says that there is no significant difference between sample statistic and population parameter. It always coincides with the salesman claim. Alternative hypothesis says that there is some significance. It is not coincides with the salesman claim. It is somewhat very deviation we are getting that here. Therefore, that type of hypothesis is called alternative hypothesis. Therefore, our work is that now whether we have to accept H0 or reject H0. That is our work. Therefore, testing hypothesis says that means testing hypothesis means whether we have to accept H0 or reject H0. Reject H0 means accepting your implicit meaning is that because that is a complementary. Therefore, implicit meaning is that you are accepting H1. Therefore, we are now After assuming this type of hypothesis, your work is that whether we have to accept H naught or reject H naught here. Therefore, test hypothesis is nothing but a procedure of deciding whether to accept or reject H naught. Test hypothesis is nothing but a procedure of deciding. You are going to derive a procedure. That procedure, with the help of that procedure, you are going to get the conclusion that whether we have to accept H naught or reject H naught here. Reject H naught. For accepting H naught, rejecting H naught, we cannot move roughly here. We have to use some statistical ideas. Therefore, we are going to do a procedure. We are going to derive a procedure. With the help of that, we are going to accept or reject H naught. Similarly, we have one more test is that the test of significance. Test of significance. That says that here a procedure of testing whether the difference between population parameter we are going to represent always by theta naught, and the sample statistic was always we are going to represent by theta. It is whether it is significant or not. A sample statistic here and population parameter. Population parameter is a salesman claim, a general idea. This is a salesman claim. That is a theta naught is nothing but at most 60% shoppers. He is saying that here. Therefore, theta naught here 60% of the shoppers here. Everyone are going to calculate from the sample, that is theta, that is the sample statistic, whether they is significant or not. In that manner, we are going to approach means you can call it as a test of significance. Test of significance. Just we are going to say that accept or reject H naught, we are going to say the test of hypothesis here. Test of hypothesis here. For mostly, we are going to say that here whether we can accept H naught or reject H naught. In that manner, we can proceed here. For these are all the terminologies we have to remember always in that sampling theory or test of hypothesis. Test of hypothesis. Therefore, in order to test known information, we are going to we are going to define two hypotheses here. One is null hypothesis, another one is alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis says that there is no significance between sample statistic and population parameter. Alternative hypothesis says that there is always some significance between sample statistic and population parameter. Your work is that whether we have to accept H naught or reject H naught. Reject H naught means obviously it will be alternative. You are accepting H1 here. You are accepting H1. In that type of idea we can consider it. Yes, here is also we can, because we are doing by the samples nature here, samples nature, we can expect some errors in that sample here. We have three types of error here. One is first one is standard error. This is general idea. Standard error is the general case here. The standard deviation of the sampling distribution. The standard deviation of the sampling distribution is always noted for standard error here. Therefore, always already all of you know that here standard deviation. With the help of that, we can think about plus or minus sigma, mu plus or minus sigma. That is the meaning of standard deviation here. That will be some flexibility. You can approach up to plus sigma, and the left side you can approach up to minus sigma here from the average level. For mu plus sigma, mu minus sigma, that will be appreciable error here. That is called standard error. Standard error. Standard deviation of the sampling distribution is called standard. Next one is the type 1 error. Type 1 error. Type 1 error means rejecting H naught. Rejecting H naught when it is really true. Rejecting H naught when it is really true. That is called type 1 error here. Type 1 error. Based on some statistical idea, you rejected H naught, but it is H naught is correct only. You can accept H naught in that manner, but you rejected. That is called producer's risk. That is also called a producer's risk. Or rejecting H naught when it is really true. That is called type 1 error here. Another error is that type 2 error. Type 2 error. Accepting H naught when it is really false. Accepting H naught when it is really false. That is known as type 2 error. That is known as type 2 error. That is also called, that thing is also called sometimes consumer's risk. Type 1 error and type 2 error. Type 1 error means rejecting H naught when it is true. Type 2 error means accepting H naught when it is false. When it is false here, this is called consumer's risk. Consumer's risk. Therefore, in order to accept H naught or reject H naught, accept H naught or reject H naught, we require some statistical ideas. We require some statistical ideas here. what manner we can move that here. That in terms of some critical region idea, we can get that here. A critical region. Critical region means here a region corresponding to sample statistic theta. A region corresponding to sample statistic theta, which lead to the rejection of H naught. Lead to rejection of H naught. That is called a critical region. That is called a critical region. Similarly, region of acceptance means the region complementary to critical region. Critical region means that is also called as a region of rejection. Region of rejection. That region, based on that region, a region corresponding to sample statistic theta, which lead to the rejection of H naught, similar region of acceptance means that is complementary to critical region, and the remaining regions will be region of acceptance. What manner you can understand here, in sampling distribution, many statistic tends to normal distribution. In sampling, always we know that many of the samples sampling distribution, we use the normal distribution idea here. We use the normal distribution ideas always here, because suppose if you consider the height or so on here, anything we can arrange like a bell shape form here. Most of the thing we can arrange like a bell shape form. Most height person is the middle one, then height decreased height, and is also decreased height. In that manner we can consider here. Therefore, anything, most of the thing we can follow normal distribution here, Therefore, with the help of that we can understand what will be the critical region, what will be the region of acceptance here. If you follow normal distribution, the midpoint will be the average. That midpoint always tells us that the average value here, Therefore, average value, we can suppose if it is follows normal distribution means we can give some standard deviation relaxation, mu plus or minus sigma, 3 sigma, 4 sigma, and here is also minus sigma plus minus 2 sigma, and in that manner we can move here. At one stage, we can cover, and if you want cover whole normal distribution curve here, we can move up to 95% of area. Most level we can move up to 95% of area here. Therefore, here 95% of area means Z equal to, if you consider the standard normal curve, at Z equal to 1.96, at Z equal to minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, we can cover 95% of area based on the normal table here. Therefore, if your calculated sample statistic value, lies within this minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, then we can say that we can accept H naught. With a 95% of confidence level, 95% of area we can cover here. In that manner we can move here. Therefore, this region is called acceptance region. Therefore, if it is it deviated more means that calculated value lies after that 95% of area, and here is also totally 95% here. Therefore, lies after this area and this region here. Then you can reject H naught here. That region, this added region is called critical region. A region corresponding to sample statistic which lead to the rejection of H naught. That will be called region of rejection or critical region here. In that manner we can consider here. That here. For if you follow normal distribution, we can move in that manner here. Therefore, if it follows normal distribution at 95% of confidence limit, whether it coincides with the mu or not, we can give some relaxation to the errors. Up to this region level here, totally 95% of area here. Whether they are also taken from the same normal distribution or not here. We can move up to 95%. Not only 95%, 90% also we can consider. Based on the problem situation, we can move here. That is the idea we can consider. Therefore, if T is a test statistic, that follows normal distribution, with the mean E of T and standard deviation, that is the standard error, SE of T, mean E of T and expected value. That will be the next one is the standard deviation, generally called standard error, SE of T. Then already we know that it is like a mu comma sigma form here, mu comma sigma form here. Therefore, then you can say that Z equal to T minus x minus mu by sigma, x minus mu by sigma. That idea we can consider here. Therefore, x minus mu by sigma is a standard normal variate. That is also that always you know that here. Therefore, under standard normal variate, that is the explanation we have seen early. Under standard normal distribution, you know that here probability of minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, plus 1.96, that means modulus of Z, less than 1.96. That you can get it as a 95% of area here, 95% of probability curve here. Hence, this is a sample statistic. This is a sample statistic. From the sample idea, we are identifying that here. Therefore, if you want to check that whether any significant difference between T and the average value, if you want to based on the standard error, if you want to check whether any significant difference in the sample values we have considered and the corresponding mean value you consider here, then if you consider that here, if that value, obtained value, that is modulus of Z here, and that modulus of Z means this value is lies less than that of that 1.96, less than that of, lies between these regions, we can say that there is no significant difference between T and E of T. We can say that there is no significant difference between T and E of T. In that manner, we can move that. Suppose this is a salesman claim. This will be the average value that you identified from the sample here. If you want to check that any significant difference between these two here, if that obtained this statistic here lies between this region minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, we can say that there is no significance between T and E of T. It means that we can accept H0. It means that we can accept H0 with a 95% of confidence limit here. There's no significance means you are accepting H0. No significance means H0. There is some significance means H1. There is some significance means H1. Therefore, we can accept H0 with a 95% of confidence limit or 5% level of significance. 5%. Here, 2.5% you are going to leave, and here is also 2.5% you are going to leave that here. For 2.5 and 2.5, 5%. Totally, you can get 5% here. Therefore, we can accept H0 with a 95% confidence limit. In that manner, we can say that, or we are accepting H0 with 5% level of significance. In that manner, we can move that here. Not only 95%, 10% level of significance also we can consider here. In that manner, we can move. Depends upon the problem situation. We can accept that H0. We can accept H0 or reject H0. Depends on the 5% level of significance, 10% level of significance, or 2.5% level of significance. But your work is that whether that data taken from the sample, that is T, the data taken from the sample, that is T, that coincide with the population's general character, whether it nearly that coincide with that mean value or not here. Some error also we are going to apply here. Some we are going to give relaxation here. That relaxation is will be the 95% of confidence limit here. Therefore, whether lies within that idea, then you can say that it like a normal curve here. It will be like a normal curve. That type of manner you can move that here. Therefore, it is also follows that normal distribution idea. Therefore, we can accept H0. We can accept H0 with a 95% of confidence limit here. Suppose your Z value, obtained Z value, that is modulus value of Z, greater than 1.96, greater than 1.96. In that case, we can say that we can reject H0 at 5% level of significance. We can reject H0 at 5%. It exceeds more extreme level. That obtained value exceeds that extreme point level. Extreme point level, that is more than 1.96. Suppose it lies in this region. more than 1.96. Similarly, suppose sometimes if you consider the negative value, the negative value also below the minus 1.96, below the minus 1.96. In that case, we can reject H naught at 5% level of significance. We can say that we can reject H naught 5% level of significance. Where when you consider means most of the sample distribution tends to normal distribution. That idea we can follow this type of idea to whether to accept H naught or reject H naught. That type of thing we can say that. We can say that. For that type of thing we can consider. Right. So far, idea, any doubts you are getting here in the understanding the ideas? So far in the concept, you will remember that a salesman that claim. In that manner, I approached that idea. Any doubts or any conceptual doubts whether you are getting here? Yes. Yes. Anyway, you can understand the whole concept with the help of example problems also. When solving the problem, you can easily understand the whole concepts here. Whole concepts here. Yes. Yes. You see that here previously, what are the things you considered previously? Errors in sampling, whether to accept H naught or reject H naught, what manner you can move here, that is idea you considered here. And then what are the errors we can expect in sampling, that's also considered now. And then in the critical region idea, what will be the in the sample theory, what are the things we can consider, that is also discussed here. And most of the sampling distribution follows normal distribution. Based on that, how can you accept H naught, how can you reject H naught? For that, a simple idea we can follow. If you consider the 95% level of significance, that point value is very important. Mod Z is less than 1.96. That 1.96 is very important point. Based on that only, obtained all the test values are less than 1.96, you can say that we can accept H naught. Otherwise, if it exceeds, you can say that it will be, you can reject H naught. You can reject H naught. In that manner, you can move. Yes. Now we have the idea that one-tailed and two-tailed test. One-tailed and two-tailed test. Already you consider that this is a salesman claim, population parameter theta naught. Okay, population parameter theta naught. For the population parameter theta naught and the sample statistic theta. Okay, sample statistic theta. This is the value we identified from the sample observations. Okay, this is the value we identified from the sample observations here. For population parameter, general idea means theta naught. You have to remember always. Sample from the sample you are getting the value, statistic value means you can say that will be theta again. For the population parameter theta naught and the sample statistic theta, we can set up the null hypothesis. Okay? We can set up the null hypothesis as null hypothesis always says that null hypothesis means H naught. That always says that there is no significance. Okay? There is no significance between theta. There is no significance between sample statistic and population parameter. Sample statistic and population parameter. It always says that there's theta equal to theta naught. Okay? Always says that theta equal to theta naught here. Then the alternative hypothesis is any one of the following. Then the alternative hypothesis is any one of the following. Alternative hypothesis already you know that here, that will be the complement. That is a complement to the null hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis always says that there is some significance. There is some significance between sample statistic and population parameter. That significance we can move by three manner. What manner here? One thing is generally not equal to idea. They are not same. They are not same. Theta not equal to theta naught. Another manner, what manner we can move that here, that the sample statistic always less than that of the population parameter. Sample value is always less than that of the population parameter. Or other third one is that theta is greater than theta naught. Sample value is always higher than that of the population parameter. In that manner, generally they are not same. An alternative hypothesis says that generally they are not same. Generally they are not same means you can use that theta not equal to theta naught. Suppose if you want to compare whether the sample results are less than that of the population results, population idea again. The sample results are less than that of the population idea, or sample results are higher than that of the population results, population idea. Then in that case, we can use any one of the thing here, less than theta less than theta naught or theta greater than theta naught. Just if you are going to check, that means whether salesman claim we can accept salesman claim or not. We can accept salesman claim or not means we can use this type of alternative hypothesis. We can use accept or means that whether equal or not equal. Salesman claim is equal or not equal. Then you can use this type of idea. Okay? Suppose if you want compare, yes, whether the salesman claim is more fewer than the sample results. In that manner you can use means you can use theta greater than theta naught. This is salesman claim, more fewer than that of so on. And suppose salesman, if you want compare, salesman claim is more higher than that of the sample results. In that manner, if you want to approach, then you can use any one of these two hypotheses here, theta less than theta naught and theta greater than theta naught. If you want to move by the comparison manner, we can follow this type of hypothesis here. We can follow alternative hypothesis this manner here. Just you are going to check that whether it is correct or not, true or not, consistent or inconsistent, whether we can accept, reject, that type of thing only means we can say that theta not equal to theta naught idea, theta not equal to theta naught. Then here the condition where at what situation we can say that it will be one-tailed or two-tailed test again. The problem involving H1 in 1, this part is called two-tailed test. Suppose we want to approach only accept, reject, or correct or not, or consistent, inconsistent, that type of thing only. We can say that it will be we can approach. We can assume this type of alternative hypothesis. We can assume this type of alternative hypothesis. Then it will be a two-tailed test. Two-tailed test. Therefore, if it is two-tailed test, the level of significance, for the level of significance, suppose if you have a 5% level of significance means here you have to leave 2.5%, here you have to leave 2.5. Both sides you have to leave 2.5. Totally it will be 5%. Therefore, for just you are going to check that just correct or not, or equal or not equal, that type of thing here. You can follow this two-tailed test idea. In the case of two-tailed test, for 5% level of significance, you have to leave 2.5% here. Therefore, when you leave 2.5%, you can get here z equal to 1.96. That value will be 1.96. That value you can get that. That is the idea we can follow. Therefore, and another one is that H1 in 2 and 3. H1 in 2 and 3 are called one-tailed test here. One-tailed test here. Or otherwise it is called a left-tailed test. Less than left side is less than symbol is there for when you use the sample statistic left side here. Then it will be called as a left-tailed test. When you use the sample statistic again in the same left side here, suppose if you get greater than symbol here, then you can say that it will be a right-tailed test. Totally, this is a left-tailed test. This will be a right-tailed test. Totally, it is called a one-tailed test. Totally, these two are called one-tailed test. Particularly, this is left-tailed. This is right-tailed test. Right-tailed test. Yes. What is the thing? Therefore, when you comparison purpose, when you do the procedure for comparison purpose, then we have to move on to, we have to choose the alternative hypothesis in this manner only. You have to choose the alternative hypothesis in this manner for the purpose of comparison between sample and population parameter, fewer, lesser, higher, greater, that type of comparison. If you want efficient or inefficient, that type of thing you can consider. Comparison purpose, you have to follow this type of idea. This type of idea. Therefore, what is the necessity of this type of idea means, when you use 5% level of significance, when you use 5% level of significance, again, for this type of one-tailed test, we have to leave, suppose right-tailed test means we have to leave right side 5% region, right side 5% region here. Similarly, left-tailed test means we have to leave left side 5% region, not like 2.5, 2.5. It is two-tailed means 2.5, 2.5. But here, only left side only you have to leave to 5%, totally 5%. Right side here totally 5%. Correspondingly, the value also here will change here. You can get Z equal to 1.64. Correspondingly, minus to that 1.64, you can get as a 95% of area. You can get a 95% of area. Whether it is greater or higher than the population results, that type of idea, we can use single-tailed test here, one-tailed test. It may be left or right here. I would suppose totally 5%, 1.64. Here is also 5% totally in the left side. Your value will be minus 1.64 here, minus 1.64. Whether it is fewer than this minus 1.64, we can reject H naught. Here higher than the 1.64, we can reject H naught. In that manner, we can say that 95% of confidence limit here. This is the idea you can follow. For depends upon the test you are going to follow, whether it is one-tailed test or two-tailed test. It depends upon the test you are going to follow, one-tailed or two-tailed. We have that values will differ here, that significant values here, that 1.96 minus 1.96 plus 1.64, that type of values are called significant values. The significant values based on the level of significance, whether it is 5% or 2%, 2.5% or 10%, based on the level of significance, it will vary here. Depends on the test you have chosen here, one-tailed or two-tailed test you have chosen, it varies. This is the idea, theoretical idea. This is a theoretical idea you have to remember always in the sampling theory, test of hypothesis. Further, in the test of hypothesis concepts here, we are going to move on to the large sample problems, and the small sample problems here. Large sample problem is if you are going to consider the sample number of samples is more than that of 30, n is greater than 30, that will be treated as a large sample problems here, large sample problem. Suppose your sample size is less than 30, it will be treated as a small sample problems. Then for large sample and small sample problems, how can you move? How can you approach the conditions that whether based on the problem situation also, based on the problem situations and nature of the problem, and what manner, what type of test statistic. The test statistics are very important. This type of test statistic. What type of test statistic we have to follow? What type of test statistic we have to follow? Whether it is like a large sample problem, whether it is like a small sample problem, what type of test statistic you have to follow depends upon the conditions you are going to consider. Whether if you are going to check only mean values here, or you are going to check the two sample mean values or population mean value and sample mean value, that type of thing. What manner we can derive a test statistic. Based on the test statistic, we are going to conclude some problems conclusion here, some problems conclusion. That type of idea we are going to see in the further classes here. Therefore, in the next class, we will discuss about, this is purely theoretical idea, about the basic ideas of samples. Next class, we will discuss about for large sample problems, and particularly for some two type of conditions, what type of test statistic we have to follow, to accept or reject the hypothesis here, a null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis. A hypothesis is given, whether we can accept or reject hypothesis, like a salesman's claim is there, whether we can accept the salesman claim or reject the salesman claim, that type of thing we can consider. Depends upon the sample statistic we are going to derive. Yes, this is the idea we can get that. Yes. and we will see the problems and other ideas. We will see the problems and other ideas and test studies in the coming class. Coming class. Yes. In the
Excuse me,
tell that.
sir. In two tail tests,
Uh,
we gave 5% both sides.
5%,
On both sides, left side and right side.
that will be 10% level of significance. That will be treated as a 10% level of significance. Right
But
side
you
is
told
also,
only 2.5 and 2.5.
but
We told that there should be 2.5% only on both sides.
because generally you are going to consider a 5% level of significance. Na? Generally, we
Yes,
are
sir.
going to consider 5% level of significance. For 5% level of significance means you have to leave 2.5%, 2.5%. Totally, the total normal curve, you get 2.5 plus 2.5, 5%. Then that will be treated as a 5% level of significance. 5% level of significance for two-tailed test. Two-tailed test. Suppose if you leave here 5%, here 5%, and here 5%, then it will be 5 plus 5, 10% here. Therefore, in that case, you have to say that we can accept H naught or reject H naught with the 10% level of significance. 10% level of significance. Able to understand here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Depends upon the tailed test, you have to see the critical value. Critical value. If it is here, if you 5%, if you leave that here, here 1.64, again you can get that 1.64. It is also minus 1.64. Then your value will be less than 1.64. Less than 1.64, you can say that here. But you considered this 1.64 for here is also and here is also. Therefore, it will be 10% level of significance. Okay? 10% level of significance. If less than 1.64, modulus value less than 1.64, you can reject or accept H naught. In that manner, you can consider. Okay? Any questions? Any doubts?